Let me start with that I don't agree with veganism, but I agree vegetables are good for us. Yes. I just picked it up out of curiosity. We have written this booklet to give a guide to some of the simple and delicious ways we can prepare food using a vegan diet. That is, a diet without the use of any animal products. But any vegetable needs some kind of a chemical to survive nowadays. Many organic food sections are there, but they are simply more expensive. Many of us cannot afford the prices. So if you are someone who can afford it, you should never judge others. It is important to make sure you get a balanced diet with the right amount of proteins, vitamins, and minerals. This is not so difficult if you eat a lot of fresh vegetables, fruit, whole grains, pulses, nuts, and dried fruit. We have included some simple method for obtaining soya milk, tofu, and bean sprouts. I love tofu, strangely, but I prefer Korean tofu. Japanese tofu are okay, but a bit too soft to me. And Chinese tofu I tried, but I don't remember the flavor exactly. So Korean tofu has more flavor to me and I love it, but it's not the fresh tofu. It's very rare in Europe. And the expiration date is like months later. I'm not sure if that beans are healthier than meat because it expires later. I buy it simply because I like the flavor of it. I like recipes of them. Processed vegan foods cannot be healthier than real fresh vegetables. I have included some simple and these are cheap high protein foods. Not anymore. In Asia many times vegetables are more expensive. Whole grains and pulses, beans, peas, and lentils eaten together also provide a complete protein and do nuts. One vitamin which is not easily found in vegan foods is vitamin B12. It is found in Marmite. The notorious one. Taste sticks and other extracts or spreads to which it is added. These are all processed foods, no? I don't get this. It is important to have a small intake of this vitamin daily. Okay, but it's interesting. These recipe books. And I really genuinely think some of the vegetables are delicious if you use right seasoning, and spices. But in the West, I found they just boil it or they just have it as salad. It's so boring, so cold. It's not delicious. So we take, at least Koreans take a lot of vegetables, and a lot of meat too actually, but we always have them together. Like when we eat meat, we use lettuce and we wrap it and we eat it together. We have, of course, kimchi. And I thought that was too spicy, too salty when I was a kid, but it is a fermented food and has a lot more good in it. So we find it difficult to just eat meat. So we eat with that kimchi for the spicy and for the freshness. So I think that worked. And this book says it was printed in, what is it? Lifespan. I saw 1985, which is quite old, right? Which is impressive, and I understand they made this, the reason of it, because I see a lot more obesity in the West, but not exactly European continent, more UK, Ireland, and US. See, that means they consume ridiculous amount of really small amount of vegetables. And some of them cannot access fresh vegetables, I heard. That's why veganism started, I assume, to encourage people to have more balanced diet. But if you're a vegetarian or vegan, please don't try to convert others, because food is easily overlooked, but it's such a big part of any culture. So don't mess with that. If you want to, don't believe you love animals more than other people. I don't believe it. And I think any people with or without religion should never try to convert others. It's the same for food. The end.